What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Scene Invaders podcast. This is episode 445. I'm Chad. We have Mr. Coach Dave, if you're nasty.
Hello, Chad. How are you today?
You know, Mr. Coach, I'm wonderful. We also have Miss Carly tonight.
Hey, guys. I can't ask you, Chad, how you're doing because Coach just asked. So, Coach, how are you doing?
There it is.
Well, because Chad's doing good, I'm doing good.
I'm
Okay, that's
doing
good.
good, too.
I'm glad that
We're all
doing
doing
well.
good, bunch of motherfuckers.
Yeah, that's right. And anybody who's watching has already picked up on the fact that we are down.
We're
a
down
Mr.
one
Brad from
Canuck.
Canada tonight, and he's sad that he could not be here, but he is currently giving his time to another podcast called Comic Geek Speak that has been around for quite a long time. So he's spending some time with them. So if that episode's up by the time this comes up, I'll link to that as well. But he should be back next week. And I think it's going to be just a sausage fest next week because Carly's going to be gone because she has things going on. So it's just going to be the boys next week. And since all of us aren't here tonight, I know lately we've been doing special episodes where we're recasting things or whatever it may be. But this week, we're not doing that, guys. You just have to sit here and listen to us talk about what we fucking watched this week. And I am going to get us started, unfortunately, probably because I slogged through some bullshit this week, you guys. There were so many things that I actually wanted to see at the theater. There were like 4 movies that I had planned to see. And I fear that I probably made the wrong choice somewhere here. And I think the most wrong choice that I made was with my first watch, guys, which is called The Knife. Technically, I guess from like 2024, but like just now coming out. This is directed by someone whose name I'm finna butcher as fuck. Nnamdi Onsamuga. I don't know, guys. Sure.
Nailed it.
So I was like, when I was deciding what I was going to go, yeah, okay, right. I mean, I could have. When I was deciding what I wanted to go see last Friday night, I was like, do I go see, like, I was just looking through the AMC app. I had never heard of this movie. And then there was Americana, which I really wanted to see. And then this just sounded a little bit more fun to me. It felt more Friday night-ish to me because it sounded like a drama with some kind of thrillery elements. So I was like, we'll go see this. And it also was like an hour and 25 minutes. So not much of a commitment. So I went to the theater for this. And this movie, to say, I mean, I can't say I was disappointed in it because I had really no expectations going into this. And I'm probably, I mean, even for you guys, I don't recommend this movie. I'm going to get that out. I'm going to spoil a little bit about this movie, but it's fine, guys. Trust me, it's fine. So this is the story of a family of 4, a married couple with 3 daughters. And one night, after everyone goes to bed, they hear some noises downstairs. The father of the family goes downstairs to find a woman standing in the kitchen. And he's like, what's happening? There's just a lady in the kitchen. Next thing you know, you cut to the family upstairs. You hear that a scuffle has happened downstairs. Everybody runs downstairs to find this woman just laying on the floor and dad saying, I don't know what happened. I'm intrigued. Sure. Okay, sounds good. And then from there, guys, it just becomes, it's a movie that I think it thinks it's trying to say something, but I'm not sure exactly what it thinks it's trying to say. Because the family in this movie is a black family. The lady on the floor is a white woman. So it's definitely playing with like racial elements in a lot of ways. Because I mean, even early on in the movie, the wife looks at her husband and goes, look at her and look at us. And like I, as an audience member, was sitting there saying, you're like a beautiful family,
This is
like
their
normal
house.
as fuck.
Yeah.
And this hoe looks like she should be drinking a Four Loko on the corner. Like, I mean, so look at you guys. You look way better is what I'm thinking. But I see what they're trying to do with it. So they call the police wisely. And okay, I'm not going to go into that. So I was about to spill way too much tea on myself. But they called the police, as you probably should do if there's a crime in your home. Yeah. And while the police are on their way, the matriarch of this family decides to take a knife and put it into this woman's hand to look like she had been attacking someone. And from there, it's just basically the police trying to get this family to tell them what happened that night, whereas nobody had enough time to become on the same page about much of anything. And basically, essentially just gets caught up in a bunch of lies. And I think they're trying to get us to feel some kind of sympathy for this family. And yeah, it's a kind of a fucked up situation a little bit, but honestly, like this is all a situation that these people have brought onto themselves for no reason. This is as dumb as I know what you did last summer, and this plays much more like a drama than a thriller. It's got a little bit of like interrogation-y stuff and kind of like misdirects and all that, but I couldn't feel sympathy for these people because it was just so dumb, and like what they did was stupid. And had they never done that, they would have never. This movie would have never ended up where it did, which was not in the most positive of places. But yeah, this just was. I mean, it was mildly entertaining enough, but it asked you to sort of suspend your disbelief. I think so much that there just wasn't a whole lot of joy to be found. And I think that this could have been subject matter that you really could have said something important with, but they didn't. So this is not something I recommend, guys. The Knife, skip it for real. Don't even really watch it at home or whatever. It's just stupid and like it's just kind of maddening and infuriating. And by the end of it, you're just like, ugh, just send them all to jail. Fuck them. I'm sick of this. So the next masterpiece that I went to see is Witchboard, which is a remake of a film I think from 1986 that starred Tawny Katane, who is the Whitesnake video vixen of the 80s.
the car dancer.
Yes. And I had so much nostalgia for that original movie. I can't tell you the number of times that I watched Witchboard growing up. I love it. I've even seen it recently. I like Witchboard. It's fun. And this is the modern day sort of like reimagining or retelling, directed by Chuck Russell, who gave us the masterful A Nightmare on Elm Street 3, The Dream Warrior, Eraser, The Mask. And because of that name being attached and my kind of love for the original, I didn't think I was walking into a masterpiece, but I was like, okay, yeah, like I'm pretty sold on this. Sounds pretty fun. And it is pretty fun, I would say. It's trashy. It is. It's well made enough, kind of. It's unfortunately one of those scenarios where they rely on visual effects a little bit that just don't look very good. Unfortunately, like the CGI doesn't look good, so it does take away from it. But there is this like campy, fun quality to it. It definitely deviates enough from the original one to set itself apart. It's not a Ouija board in this one. It's some other like sort of pendulum like board or whatever the fuck. But baby girl still like becomes obsessed with it like in the original, and it kind of becomes this like body swap thing where like some ancient witch is trying to like swap into modern day and all of this. So this one I mean, if any of that sounds kind of interesting to you, I do recommend it. I mean, maybe don't run to the theater for it. And I'm not exactly saying this is like one of the better movies of the year, but I think if you know what you're going into, you could have a pretty good time with this. It's certainly not scary, but it is kind of sexy and fun and silly. And like I said, campy. And the campy is what made this sort of like win me over a little bit, even though it was not amazing. And then one other thing I want to touch on, we're also going to talk about Nobody 2 in this tonight, because all of us saw Nobody 2. We're going to talk about that at the end of the show. So that was all I watched, but there is one thing that I told the guys like before we came on here tonight. I'm shook that I haven't even mentioned this to anyone, because I know I've talked about Ethel Cain on here a number of times. I love music, guys. And like 2 weeks ago, Ethel Cain's new album, Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You, came out. And I can't believe I haven't mentioned it on this show, because that was like my anticipated album of this year. And I'm here to say that if you like Ethel Cain, you probably already know about this, but you should definitely go listen to this. It's not as deeply sad as Preacher's Daughter, but I mean, you could still like absolutely want to die to it if you want to, but like it's not as suicide inducing as Preacher's Daughter.
Does it have the same narrative structure of like, is it a story based album?
Well, it's part of a trilogy of albums from what I understand. This is a prequel to
the previous.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's much more about the man that she sang about in House in Nebraska, and like all of the things that happened before that moment in life. And it's not upbeat by any means. It's still very slowcore, very like dirgy, slow, like insanely slow at times. But that's like one of the things that really gets me riveted by it. because like when it's just so slow going, and it's like almost sounds like it's like falling apart sometimes. But that's what I find riveting about it, because then when it really hits, it just fucking hits. And yeah, it's a great album, guys. A very like cinematic sounding album, much like Preacher's Daughter, that does have a story to tell and that is just a little bit lighter than Preacher's Daughter. So yeah, that's my contribution this week, guys, until we get to Nobody Too. So we're going to move on to Miss Carly and see what she watched this week. Miss Carly, please tell us.
Mine's even better than yours.
Yeah. Oh my God, help.
Oh, good God. Okay, so let's start with the TV shows first. I watched the first 3 episodes of Alien Earth.
Okay.
And it's a show.
I've seen both sides of the coin on this one.
Okay.
I'm kind of surprised that people are like loving it like as much as I am seeing. There are some positive aspects about it, and again, it's just the first 3 episodes. I think there's a total of 8, and but I am concerned. I have my concerns.
Okay.
And
probably rightfully so.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm a huge fan of the original 2. 3 is not bad. I even kind of like Resurrection. It's a guilty pleasure. So, but I don't know about this whole Disney-fied thing. I'm really enjoying some of the practical effects are really great. The gore is good. I love the sets. They look great. Okay. Yeah, that's in the aesthetic maybe. But it just seems like it's aping way too much on the movies. Like, okay. Like it just, I don't know.
One complaint that I saw that I'm curious if you share this complaint is that the alien itself is in it too much.
You know, that's funny that you say that, because my son watched the first episode and he said, wait, I thought this was called Alien Earth. Oh, where's the alien?
Oh shit, okay.
So, I mean, I guess it depends. I'm enjoying, I enjoyed the design of the alien. It looks good, but it looks way too clean. And yeah, just some of the writing is really not good so far. Some of the story is, I'm liking some of the things that they are kind of exploring with the cyborgs versus the hybrids and the synths. So that's kind of interesting, but it's just, I'm just trying to figure out why it's called Alien Earth.
Okay. Well, are they on Earth?
Aren't they on Earth?
They are, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know why it's called Alien Earth. It seems more like they're focusing more on the different corporations that are running the world. Okay. And like I said, the cyborgs versus hybrids and synths. So it's just, I mean, I'm interested. I'll keep watching it, but so far I've not been very impressed.
I don't think it's going to be too much of like a commitment to... Were you on the show when Romulus came out?
No, I was not. Okay. I was not a huge fan of that movie either.
I love it.
It wasn't awful or anything, but again, I did not like I liked certain things about it.
The forced throwbacks, like...
Yeah, and the whole get away from her, you bitch.
Yeah. Okay, right.
What? Like it's a question. I was like, no, it's a statement. It's not a question.
That's true. Very true.
Yeah.
I still enjoy it, but yeah, any quibbles.
I get it. Hey, listen, I don't begrudge. Yeah, and I don't begrudge anybody for enjoying either the show or Romulus. It's just, it's not. I didn't enjoy it that much.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay, so then it gets even better though with my next TV show that I watched, because this was also on Hulu, and it was funny because Trey and I were just trying to find something to put on last night, and he was like, "How about this?" And it's called "Are You My First?"
Oh,
and it is it's about a group of virgin singles that gather at a tropical resort to find love and explore intimate connections without judgment.
So I think that sounds fun.
It's a reality show.
Oh my God, what?
I know, listen, I know. And I have not watched, I want to say the last reality show that I watched was Clarkson's Farm, but before that, it was literally maybe Tool Academy, like back in 2009 or 2010.
So you missed MILF Manor.
Yeah, no, I did not watch that. Ew.
Okay. Ew is right. Facts.
So yeah, no, I didn't watch that one, but Are You My First is actually, I mean, I was enjoying. Listen, it's total smut. It's ridiculous. How do they even test whether or not these people are actually virgins? I mean, I don't believe any of them. Although actually, after seeing them interact with each other, I can kind of believe it because they're very awkward for the most part.
I'm assuming these are like younger people, like in their 20s, probably.
Like 25. I think the oldest one so far is 34.
Oh my God. I don't know. I mean, I think things are a little bit different for like younger people now than probably for us, but 34 is kind of wow. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what, king or queen? Maintain your purity. Maintain your purity, king.
That's right.
Don't give it up to just anybody. Don't let them take your essence on me.
So yeah, so that's been fun. It's total smut though. It's not a good show by any means, but I'm enjoying it.
It's not good, but it's good. At least it sounds like that to me. I like reality TV, guys. Confession alert, but I like it. I can't help it. I watched MILF Manor for God's sake. So yeah. I don't watch anything of quality, but I'll watch a shitty fucking like reality series where mothers and sons are on the same dating show. Yeah, sure. Fine. Okay.
Oh goodness. And now I am okay, thank God. Sorry, I was getting a call on Discord from my daughter.
Okay. Carly's very popular. She's momming, she's podcasting. It's a full plate tonight, guys.
It is. Okay, so that was it for the TV shows, but unfortunately I also watched Hell House LLC Part 2.
Oh,
the Abaddon. Yes, the Abaddon Hotel. Okay. It was a significant downgrade from the original one. I really enjoyed the original one, but this one, the acting for the most part is pretty terrible for most of the people in it. They basically reuse a lot of the creepy things from the first one. There's maybe a few scenes that are kind of effective, but I would say, I mean, if you can find it streaming for free, then maybe watch it if you're a completionist and you want to watch the entire series, because I did hear that it gets better, but I heard the
Lineage
second
is coming too.
Bad. Yeah. The second one is bad, so I would agree with that, but it's not terrible. No.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I didn't hate the second one, but I definitely see what you're saying. It was a step down in a big way. And then Lineage is on its way. It's like coming very, very soon. And I think like for whatever reason, they've chose with Lineage not to do a found footage style and do just
that's what I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah, more straight up. So I mean, am I gonna watch it? Yeah, of course, but hopes are low, guys. Hopes are in the gutter.
So have you seen the third one then?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was pretty good too.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I mean,
good.
I've liked the series for the most part, like up until now, and that's why I'm like totally willing to go see Lineage and stuff. But the first one is the peak so far. I don't think Lineage is going to take that over. I mean, it could, I guess, but yeah, the first is the peak. But I got enough enjoyment out of the second too. I'm also pretty forgiving when it comes to like found footage and stuff.
Yeah,
like if you can raise the hair on the back of my neck a couple times or whatever, like.
Totally fair.
I'm probably willing to give you kind of a little bit more of a pass than I would on some other things. That's for sure. Like The Knife. Don't watch it, guys.
Oh God. But yeah, that's it for me this week. Other than Nobody 2.
Okay, yeah, Nobody 2 coming up, guys. So, Mr. Coach Dave, if you're nasty.
Let's see. Where to start?
You saw the movie I should have seen and said, right.
Well, so the first thing I saw was the Netflix animated movie called Fixed, which is basically it's Jendi Todorowsky.
Okay.
He's known for he does like Samurai Jack, Dexter's Lab. He did Primal, like Star Wars, Clone Wars. Like he is known fairly well for a lot of animated stuff. But this is basically about a dog that constantly acts up and humps everything. And
that sounds kind of great.
Most notably, Nana. He loves Nana. He loves to hump Nana.
We all
and basically the adults have had enough, and he is going to get his gigantic nuts cut off. Basically.
Okay, sure.
Which turns into him running away, and he has a obsession with the dog next door.
Okay.
It's just kind of crude to be crude.
Oh, okay.
Like the main guy is voiced by Adam Driver.
Oh,
Ooh.
interesting.
You would not recognize him at all. Like the whole
Okay.
time, I'm like, who is this, and where is Adam Driver?
Oh.
But they got like Idris Elba has a voice, Catherine Hahn, Fred Armisen, like Bobby Moynihan. Like there's a lot of actually well-known voice actors in it.
Yeah.
And there is 90% of this is all buttholes and nuts.
Okay.
And literally, like that's all that's on screen. It is crazy.
If there's not a line in this that says "Go back to the club," then I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it or see it.
No. There is a dog orgy. They go to a sex club for dogs.
Oh my god!
It's
as one does.
I mean, as you do.
When your dog gets off the leash, this is what happens.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm doing after the show tonight.
It kind of gets into it's just basically he's running away so that he won't get fixed.
Sure.
And adventures happen. It's not as like story driven as something like Fritz the Cat. However, this is just kind of it's a little shocking considering it's just like Netflix, and I know most people don't exactly have their parental controls on. So, Mommy, there's a new cartoon on.
Yeah, sure.
And there's this dog just going to town on Nana.
I don't mind things that are shocking, but like you said, it's shocking for shock's sake, and sometimes I don't like that.
Yeah. Needlessly crude.
Yeah, or just like look how there's
look
a movie
how shocking that is.
Yeah, there's a movie called Gummo, directed by Harmony Korine.
Oh God,
that I fucking hate. I hate that movie. It sucks because it's exactly all of that. It's just like look how crazy and shocking we are, and I'm just like, no, bitch, you have nothing to say, and I'm not here for that. And so, yeah, I don't mind the shock, but it needs to have some kind of substance to it.
Yeah.
Well, there's another show on Netflix called Big Mouth, which is basically like kids going through like sexual changes and stuff like that. Not changes, but puberty.
Yeah.
It basically like, okay, here's puberty from the point of a kid type of thing.
Yeah. Which sounds like a good concept to me, I would say.
It's actually really good. It's Kroll, John Mulaney, and stuff like that. And they kind of portray puberty as this thing called the hormone monster that is like, do these things, that type of stuff. But it's actually a really well done of this is what it is. Fix doesn't really, it's kind of like the jokes are just there to be crude. And that's fine. But it just, it's 90 minutes and a half an hour. I'm like, okay, we get it.
Oh, wait, it's a movie.
Yeah.
Oh,
I thought it's a movie instead of a show.
Yeah, it's not. No, it's not a show. No. It's it is. Yep, 90 minutes. So it's,
with that kind of like cast, talent, and caliber, you would. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's Netflix too. At the end of the day,
listen,
so like
some people may have different humor than me. They may like it, but I don't know. Just didn't really work for me. Next, I had Highest to Lowest. So there's an early screening of this. It is a 3-week release, and then will be shown on Apple Plus.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize this was an Apple thing.
This is Spike Lee and Denzel Washington getting together again as they remake an Akira Kurosawa movie called High Low. And it is basically Denzel Washington is a record executive who they kind of portray him as like the big thing, kind of like as Quincy Jones and stuff. They use past photos, and this is his legacy and all that. And at the beginning of the thing, his son is kidnapped, and it's kind of a who did it, and then it turns into a what is a life worth? Then it is what is a legacy and type of stuff like that.
Okay.
The movie itself is actually very good.
Okay.
It can be a little pretentious at times. It doesn't know what it is really. It's funny because like Spike Lee kind of goes on a couple of rants through this movie of like the new thing currency is attention nowadays type of thing. And
I think that's not off base for sure.
And he's basically trying to say like it's a bad thing, but then at the same time, like, well, what are we doing? It's a movie.
Yeah.
So it kind of falls on deaf ears, and he ends up coming off a little hypocritical at times. But this would be an amazing movie, except for the score is so distracting that it is like a silent movie.
Oh, okay.
It's like there will suddenly be like a twist, and then all of a sudden the score comes like bum bum bum.
Oh, okay.
Like it's like the beginning of
overly dramatic.
Yeah, it's like Three Amigos when like a silent movie's playing, and it's like as the thing changes, the music changes, but it's so drastic and loud and dramatic that it's like, what are we doing?
Yeah, okay.
There's a number of first-time actors, or like it's a pretty impressive cast. You got Denzel Washington, Jeffrey Wright, and then like a bunch of like kind of old school. There's the guy from In the Heights and Hamilton. He's in it.
He was in Twisters too.
Yes, he was in Twisters too.
Oh yeah, that guy.
I
forgot his name.
Yeah, Anthony Ramos, Rosie Perez. There's a couple of like, okay, pretty good. But then there's just Ice Spice in it, and she's just not great. Rick Fox, the basketball player's in it, and he's not great.
Sure.
Sometimes I will say ASAP Rocky is actually pretty good.
Okay.
But other than that, like, I don't know. It sounds like I'm a little mixed on it, but this was a good movie. Just be prepared to be distracted at times.
Okay. I have to ask you really quick, since you mentioned the score on this, did you ever see May December with Julianne Moore and Natalie Portman? It was a Todd Haynes movie. It was a Netflix movie, actually, from a couple of years ago.
I knew it was up for some Oscars and stuff, or it was originally highly regarded.
That was a movie that I loved it. It was like my second or third favorite movie that year. Mm-hmm. But a lot of people commented on the score of it because it sounded almost like kind of like a made for TV in a bad way, sort of like a Hallmarky movie. But I mean, it was so intentional.
Okay.
I thought it was amazing, but I could see someone maybe being like, but it worked for me. I loved it. That movie was amazing. I highly recommend it.
Yeah. When you do the score, it's kind of like, for most part, you just don't want to screw it up. Yeah, like not everybody can be a Horner or Jonathan Williams or stuff like that. Sure. But like, or even like the newer guys, like the 9 Inch Nails guy who's been killing it lately. Yeah, like it's just pretty much don't screw it up.
Yeah, and
it's a lot of people like when they just it's a little too much and it's a little too heavy handed.
Yeah. A score can absolutely be a detriment in a big way, for sure. Like, should I go see this?
I'm going to say wait 3 weeks and check it out on Apple Plus.
Okay. I'm going to have Apple TV, so.
Yeah, so I don't think the theater experience will elevate anything, but I think it's a solid 7.
Okay. Gotcha.
Next is a little tiny picture that I thought you had seen because of your comments on Paul Walter Hauser. It's so cute, you guys. He is in this. Now, this is Americana, which apparently finished wrap in 2020 or 2023.
Oh, okay.
So it's been sitting on the shelf, and it's basically it reminded me a lot of Last Stop in Yuma County, only in multiple places. It's a MacGuffin movie. So basically there is this antique old burial Indian ghost shirt that that all the characters end up trying to go for. Because it's worth a lot of money, or to this group it's worth the respect and of the elders and stuff like that. Really interesting cast. Sydney Sweeney, Paul Walter Hauser, Hazley is one of the leads.
Yeah.
Simon Rex.
Oh wow.
Eric Dane.
Halsey was also in Maxine, guys. But
okay.
I thought she was pretty good in that, but it was a much smaller part. So
I couldn't place her, and I had no idea. I didn't even know it was her until afterwards. I only know her from that one Chainsmokers song. It's actually really enjoyable. Sydney Sweeney, this is not your normal Sydney Sweeney role.
Okay.
She plays a waitress with a speech impediment.
Oh, hell yeah.
Paul Walter Hauser plays a
hot little daddy bear with a beard.
Every time.
I mean, I'm just projecting what I want to.
An adorable cowboy who quickly falls in love and proposes to women after the fourth date.
Oh, I'll say yes.
He's just a sweetheart in it. Hazley is like the characters on this are very like drawn out and like well established.
Are they quirky?
Some are, some aren't. Like,
okay. It feels like a quirky movie, kind of.
It can be at times.
Okay.
But it's basically like a bunch of like, okay, how are they going to get this? Or how would they end up with this? The one weak spot is there's this little kid in it, and he's like, I am the reincarnation of an Indian. And he's just a little white kid.
Oh,
but basically, like, he kind of is, him and the ghost shirt are MacGuffin that basically moves everything.
Okay.
You can wait for rental, but I'd say to those of us who have like the AMC passes and stuff, or the Regal passes, it's worth it.
Yeah.
I found it enjoyable, just because it's a lot of like, I haven't seen these actors act like this.
Are there? I'm assuming just because of everything you've said, this sounds Tarantino-esque in a way.
Oh yeah,
is it Tarantino-esque?
It is part 1, part 3, like, and that's, I mean,
I like that. I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, Last Stop in Yuma County was like that.
Yeah, I like that too. That's a good movie for sure.
So I wouldn't say it's as good as that, but it's not, it's not far down below.
Okay, good, because I do like that movie.
Yeah, it's so fun, man.
I mean, like, it's all these people, like, somehow every character has their own arc. When there's like, there's way too many people in this to, to keep track of everybody.
Yeah. And I love that too. Like when there are kind of too many people, but they're sharp enough and like given enough to like actually be something and not just some fodder for the screenplay or whatever. Like they may not be fully developed, but like they still have something and a personality and
you can tell, like, there's a lot of good reveals in it where it's like they set up this, but then you forget about it, and then they reveal this. And as they kind of pull back the layers, you kind of see, like, okay, this is where this is going. This is where this is going. Oh, I didn't see that. Like, it's a well-structured script. I'm surprised they've been sitting on it for 2 years.
Yeah, sure.
I think it basically, now that Sydney Sweeney is hotter than ever, that, their two leads have basically, their star power have jumped in the last year.
Sure.
Between Paul Walter Hauser and Sydney Sweeney. So
he's been in tons of shit, man. My God.
Right.
And he's the most unlikely, like, star in a a lot of ways. Like, he's not your typical Hollywood guy.
Right. Well, it's one of those, like, he fills a need at times, and in an industry that is so, like, you need to look this, and this. It's like, oh, we need a bigger guy for this. Well, he was good. Let's put him in this. Hey, we need a bigger guy. Well, he was good in those two things.
I hate myself. Oh.
Alrighty. And
there has to be always one take my microphone away moment on every show, I guess.
Moving along to the carnival event that was Nobody 2.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Which is what all we saw. If you saw the first one, you kind of saw the second one.
Yeah, sure. Kind of knew what you were getting into.
Definitely. I think if you like the first one, I think it's pretty strong that you're gonna like this one too.
Yes.
And it's a little bit sillier, I thought. Just a little bit. 100%. But it's so fun, man. This was a blast.
I will say, like, I didn't recognize Sharon Stone being Sharon Stone.
Oh.
When she came on screen, I squealed internally. It was a homosexual panic. And I was like, oh, it's Sharon Stone.
I didn't even recognize her at first.
She's kind of bad in it in a way, honestly, but I loved it.
She's totally hamming it up.
She is absolutely hamming this role up, guys. She's the bad guy in this movie. I don't think there's a lot you can really spoil about this.
No,
Dad comes whip some ass with some bad guys. And she's one of the bad guys.
I did comment today that Colin Hanks rocking the Forrest Gump haircut would laugh right away.
God, I took my eyes off him in this because all I could think is, God, you remind me so much of your dad. Like, this is the most I've ever seen it for sure. Like Tom Hanks' son, Jesus, like he's following in those footsteps.
And then we had Latino Paul Ruffalo was the
I like
bad guy, good guy, bad guy.
Yeah.
He's like,
I liked him though. Like I
did.
I thought those kind of characters were so interesting in this because, I mean, basically Homeboy takes his family on vacation and he wants to get away from it all. Like he's tired of living this life of having to fight constantly, and he's like all this kind of shit.
His marriage, his kids.
Yeah, I just want time away. But of course he finds himself like involved in all this bullshit after they get in a fight with like another family, basically at like an arcade. And come to find out that like, because I mean, these people at first are introduced sort of as a villain, but I liked the relationship that they formed because they had a much bigger evil to like fight that was like more beyond like what they were, and they've had this like sort of like camaraderie and commonality of being like fathers.
Dads, exactly. I love how he talked to him after the whole incident. He's like, listen, just watch the video. What would you have done? That guy like hit my daughter.
And that's why he was like, just go now before like before I change my mind.
That's the funniest thing is this should have never happened.
Right.
One stupid bouncer of just like,
and that's even asshole.
Yes, a move that like even the most asshole of bouncers wouldn't even do. And he is the bouncer of an arcade.
Yeah.
It's just like, what are you doing? I will say, the one person that, listen, I could stare at this guy all movie long and just let him like say, read anything to me. The barber, the original guy, Bob Odenkirk was paying off the debt to this guy.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah, the guy from Resident Evil. I love that.
Oh, was he from Resident Evil?
Yes.
I was just like,
he got waffleized.
Who is this guy? Because he's just like the way he pronounced every word.
I love him.
Wow, who is this guy?
But even like with as much like ass kicking and like bone breaking and bloodshed and all that kind of shit in this movie, there is something that is kind of so like wholesome isn't the right word, but there's like this sweetness sort of to it because there is this family element to it that I think is played a little bit differently here than you get in a lot of movies and stuff, because some of the family does have to get involved in some ways and they sort of all understand what's going on without really ever talking much about it and shit. And I just thought the dynamic of everyone was interesting. And like, I really felt like the relationship between him and his wife in this and like how what he's doing could absolutely pull them apart a bit,
or what it's doing to their son. The son definitely has anger issues. That the mom's just like, maybe this is why.
You. Yeah.
So I mean, I guess in that same breath, like that is sort of like maybe the one complaint I could have here is that I wouldn't be mad if it explored that stuff like even a little bit more. It's a pretty short movie. I think it was like an hour. It was 90 minutes. It was not more than that.
It was 86 minutes.
Yeah. And I mean, I wouldn't have been mad had they extended it a bit, but I thought it was lean and fun and not too slight. I mean, you could be too slight with something like this, but it has enough to propel you through it. And you're gonna like it if you like that.
And listen, it was so nice to see a nice like wife that is supportive of her husband. Obviously, she is. She's frustrated. Obviously, but she still loves her husband, and I just love how she is very supportive. It was nice to see.
Well, you see her struggle with that too at times. And this is a trope that I'm actually not tired of in movies where you see like text messages being sent. You see like what she's typing out. Then you see her erase it. So it gives you really a lot of insight. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Me too, many times.
Let me go back.
Where it just gives you a lot of insight into what's going on without having to say a lot or do a lot. And it just really, it's just enough to like give you the mindset or like the thinking of how these people are working and stuff without going too deep or like making this too much or any of that kind of shit. It's like just enough to like really make this an engaging and fun, not a family film, I guess. Maybe like if your kids are maybe like 12, 13, 10, 13.
Or if you're terrible like me and you take your 9-year-old son to
I don't think it's inappropriate for that either, as long as they know what they're getting into.
That's true. And
I wouldn't just like, we're taking little Timmy. He's only ever seen E.T. to see Nobody 2. That's not.
He's seen worse.
Yeah. Oh God.
He has. No, he definitely has. But no, it was so cute at the end credits. Ben was just like, he was the only one clapping. Of course, it was just so cute. I was like, oh.
Yeah, this is definitely
we do need to bring that back in movie theaters. And I will say, I enjoy a good clap.
I love listening to people clap once they've had a good theater experience. I'm just usually not a clapper.
I did have a bad experience today, whereas someone had to go get the manager as we were watching Highest to Lowest.
Oh, okay.
Uh-oh.
I don't understand the phone call and speakerphone in general in public.
Oh my God, no, especially
unless
not
you're
alone. What the fuck?
Let alone like in a theater. And this was like, listen, this is a midday, and this was actually, so it started, I think it releases tomorrow, but it started early at this big Regal out here.
Mm-hmm.
And this person was on a full-blown like conversation. And I think most people are like, is this part of the movie? Like the way, like, is this from the movie? Or like, is there somebody in the background? Like, so somebody had to go get the manager, and the manager just came in and had to be like, I will stop this movie if you don't stop.
That's how it should be, man.
Okay.
Did you see what happened to the guy recently at the AMC? It was like very recent.
No.
I don't know what movie he was at a screening of, but I guess there were a loud group of teens in this movie. He asked them to quiet down.
Oh God.
They did not.
Oh no.
So he got up and went to management and said, hey, there's disruptive people in the theater. I guess the AMC staff never came to do anything about it.
No.
But these teens knew that he got up, and after the movie, they beat his ass and like bloodied him. Yeah. For just getting up to like even complain about it and shit. And like, God, I thought that was so crazy. And I mean, like, you can't expect someone making like 12 or 13 bucks an hour to like put their like health at risk or on the line to like for anything like that. But also, I do think it is the responsibility of the theater in some ways to send someone in just to say, hey, if you don't stop, we're going to ask you to leave. And there is usually security in those situations for that kind of stuff. So that I think should have been the minimum. But again, I'm not asking like AMC to like come in like swords drawn. And, like,
this is why. People. Yeah, this is why I always stay strapped. So
so teenagers are a weird thing. So in I work in an ice rink, and we have sometimes we have high school events here, and we do have security that are basically, half of them are off-duty cops. But man, those things can get out of hand so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And I've watched, like we've watched it here, where it's like, okay, like you have to really clamp down on it because a lot of these kids now are so emboldened of how they act, and especially if there is a group of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, the more the merrier, I think, in their standpoint for sure. But in the same video I was listening to about this, it was talking about Alamo Draft House, which I don't have around here. I'm in Florida. I don't think you guys have them either, but
no, but
I would like to have one.
They're notorious for how strict they are.
Yeah, because I guess they really don't play. Like, I mean, they'll literally kick you out just for like getting on your phone and shit. Like, they're there to ensure that everyone is having like, they're there to watch a movie, and they want to make sure that the people who came to do that get to do that, like without much distraction and shit. And Alamo Draft House across the U.S., guys. Let's do it. I'm here for it. That sounds amazing.
Right. Yeah, and especially a lot of these theaters are so. I mean, I don't know about yours, but like it used to be, there was a ticket taker, and then there was an assistant manager, and then there was 10 people behind the snack bar. And like now it's basically a lot of places you walk into the snack bar, and that's where you buy your tickets.
Yeah, on certain days that I go, it is like that for sure. It seems like sometimes, like, I've been going to the same theater now since I've moved to Florida, which is over 3 years. And I just feel like almost like there's a consistently less and less employees in some weird way, even on like busy days and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just, I mean, I get it, I do, but I don't know. Like tickets are so expensive; they've gone up so much recently, especially.
Like there was a I went to see a matinee yesterday, and it was like for an adult, like $16.
Oh my God.
What? A matinee?
Yeah.
For just a regular theater?
Welcome to suburban Philadelphia.
Dang.
I would think it would. Oh my God.
Yeah, because like regular tickets here, I want to say are like $12.99. And then you have Dolby Cinema and IMAX, which are like getting closer to 20
this was regular.
Okay, wow.
Oh, wow.
That you know what?
Steep.
You know, next time when you buy the tickets or the thing, we'll all take screenshots.
Okay.
Because I mean, I know for Regal, like it has like regular, senior, and then you can do the unlimited.
Yeah,
but it can be crazy at times.
Yeah, because I think Dolby Cinema here, I want to say, is $17 or maybe just over that, and that's for like the premium experience. Not
I know IMAX up here can sometimes get to like $28-$30.
God, that's, I mean, thank God for the passes for sure.
Yeah, well, the passes did not. I think you can get into IMAX for like $750. I think if you have the pass.
Oh, okay. Well, luckily with AMC, I know Carly does it too. Like even like IMAX and Dolby, it's included completely. Oh, wow. You're limited though on the amount of movies you can see. You can only see 16 movies in a month, and that's why I'm okay with it because I don't ever max that out. There are times I max the week out because you only get 4 per week. And I have like gone beyond that, but 16 in a month. I see a lot of movies, guys, but like I would love to have the time to do that.
This week is a heavy release week. You have High and Low. We have Honey Don't, which is the Aubrey Plaza. Come on, who's the other girl?
Margaret Qualley.
Margaret Qualley.
Yep. Yeah, Coen Brothers. Or well, it's one of the Coens,
Ethan?
right?
I think it's Ethan Coen.
Yeah, it's the guy who did the one with Margaret Qualley last time.
Okay. I'm definitely seeing this.
Iza 2, which is like the biggest grossing animated of all time, only dubbed in English.
Yeah.
And
it's an A24 thing, which is interesting.
Yes. We have Eden, which is Ron Howard.
I've heard it's can't be fun.
Can't be fun, kind of who did it, but we have Relay, which is Riz Ahmed, Daisy Ridley or Lily James, Sam Worthington. It's kind of like she finds proprietary stuff and has to get it to the law without getting caught.
Oh, okay.
So that's supposed to be, yeah. And these are all rated above pretty much 80 so far.
Okay.
Splitsville with Dakota Johnson, a Lurker, which is really getting
I can't wait.
And that's all this week.
Lurker looks amazing. I seriously can't wait for that. I happened to go see The Knife, actually, and I didn't take my fucking earbuds with me like I normally would if I'm by myself, which I was for that movie. So I had to sit through the trailers, and they played the trailer for Lurker. And I mean, I'm not mad at it because I don't think the trailer told you too much about it, but that movie looks good as fuck, and I can't wait. That looks very up my alley in every way.
So that's like, I mean, that's like 5 or 6 big titles in 1 week.
Oh yeah.
You know, and then the following week we have the Austin Butler, Darren Aronofsky movie comes out.
I am not. I'm
not.
To,
I know. I'm kind of. I
haven't felt compelled. I'm going to see it, but it just doesn't look. It does not compelling to me.
It's Darren Aronofsky, which I love. It's Austin Butler, which I like. Zoe Kravitz, which I like. Matt Smith actually playing an English person. Like, okay. Like,
I'm hoping that this attitude going in is like going to make it be like, yes, this is amazing. But I mean, I don't think it's going to be a bad movie, but it just hasn't looked compelling to me.
And that's kind of, I get it. Like,
and I know too, like so tomorrow night and Sunday night in a lot of theaters, they are doing in IMAX Black Swan.
Oh, okay.
Which I did not see in the theater. I've only seen it at home, and Chris and I are going to go Sunday to see it in IMAX. And if you haven't seen Black Swan for some reason, guys, holy shit, it's amazing. Have you seen that one, Coach?
Oh yeah.
It's incredible.
The mirror turn is still just gives me chills.
The hottest scene between
definitely. What's the other girl's name? Natalie Portman and Who else?
Mila
Mia
Kunis.
Kunis.
Yes.
And I love the main guy in that as well.
The French
and
guy.
Even, the French guy. He was in
Brotherhood of the Wolf, among other things.
and
That's what I would know him
Hate
from.
and and Winona Ryder. Just suddenly you're like, oh, this Winona Ryder, she's actually really good in this too.
Okay, right.
So and then the following week, you have the Caught Stealing with Austin Butler. You also have The Roses with Olivia Colman and Benedict Cumberbatch. You have Jaws for Labor Day weekend.
Yes.
Because it's the 49th. And we have the remake of The Toxic Avenger.
I'm excited
Has anybody seen the new commercial for that?
I've only seen I've seen the trailer for it.
Well, no. They came out with a commercial.
No, I haven't seen
where
I don't know what to think about it. As you can tell, I'm a fan of the original.
That's the thing. So they have a commercial where Peter Dinklage comes out in full Toxic Avenger gear, and he's like, "Don't drink soda" and stuff like that. It's poison, and I know poison.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's kind of a little weird commercial that popped on Twitter today.
Okay,
I know it's directed by Macon Blair, which I really like him. He's.
I've seen that this is actually pretty decent. It's not trauma, however.
Yeah.
I think it is,
what is
as trauma as it could get today, and you could see it in an AMC. They played. I watched Terrifier fucking 3 and 2 at AMC. So I
want that bucket. I want the popcorn bucket.
So, do you guys know who else is in the Toxic Avenger?
Kevin Bacon.
Try again.
Oh.
His character name is Wade.
I'm not sure.
The Kid.
I don't know.
Friend of the show.
Oh, Jacob Tremblay.
Oh, Jacob. I'll be there to support you, King. It's fine.
Oh, God.
We need Jacob Tremblay t-shirts, guys, for the show.
It's going to catch on. We just keep recasting him in every single.
He's gotta, notice us eventually.
I know.
For sure.
Eventually, we're going to recast, Jurassic Park, and Jacob Tremblay is going to play the Raptor, and finally,
because not next week, guys, but in a couple of weeks, we are recasting Boogie Nights. We're trying to do it on an episode where all of us are here, because, like we said, Carly's not here next week, so it's just going to be a boys' night. But yeah, Boogie Nights, that's coming. So we've had a lot of time to think about that. So our castings better be on fucking point for sure. And Carly's actually judging this one. What
the twist on top is we have to rename the main character.
Yeah, no more Dirk Diggler.
No more Dirk Diggler. We have to each come up with a new name that would go up in sparkling lights.
Yep. And spoiler
you have to
alert,
rename. Oh, I was going to say, do you have to rename Roller Girl?
I think just Dirk Diggler.
Just Dirk
Diggler. I think just Dirk Diggler. Yeah,
he's such a star, and this is one of my favorite movies of all time.
It's a fun one.
Love Boogie Nights. I think it's incredible. So I think it's going to be mad fun. I know you brought up something earlier too, as an interesting question that I have a great answer to. So I would love to hear you ask that question now.
So since I saw every movie I seem to see this week had musicians that were butchering the art of film or doing very well in the art.
Many such cases.
Since there were so many this week, I posed the question to the group of, what is your favorite performance by a singer musician that has been brought to the big screen?
Okay. Miss Carly, I'm going to ask you first.
Jeez. Right on the spot. Oh,
the pressure's on, Carly. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, it took me a while to
fine.
figure it out, but I would probably have to go with Tom Waits in Dracula, Bram Stoker's Dracula. He played Renfield.
I love that. Very good. I have an honorable mention, which is not from the big screen, but the small, and that would be Lady Gaga in American Horror Story Hotel.
Okay.
I've heard she's
when
good
they announced that, I had no hope for that at all, because I only knew Paparazzi Bitch. Like, that's what I knew of her, and I was like, oh shit, we're in Madonna territory with this shit. Aww. But she came in and she ate that shit up and just killed in American Horror Story Hotel. She's incredible. But all-time favorite is tough, but with the amount of time I've been given, the one that sticks out the most to me would be Bjork and Dancer in the Dark from Lars von Trier. That movie is absolutely devastating. It's so bleak and dark, which of course is right up my alley. And that performance is just unlike anything that I've really ever experienced before. It's so heartbreaking and captivating. And just who would have thought that, like, here comes little Bjork with her weird ass fucking elfin voice and shit, like that she's gonna come in and
with
like
her little swan dress,
and make you feel all these feelings. And yeah, it's such a great movie, guys. It's so depressing, but it's so good, and she is incredible. And the soundtrack to that, I've listened to it a million times in my life. There's a song with her and Tom York that's just incredible. And yeah, Dance in the Dark, Bjork.
So I'm going to bend the rules, and there's a trifecta for me.
Oh, okay.
So this guy has done campiness and Slade. He's done historical imitation and Slade, and been himself in Slade.
Okay.
And that would be Mr. David Bowie.
Yeah.
Labyrinth, Tesla in The Prestige, as well as himself in Zoolander.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't even think about that.
I forgot about that.
If it wasn't three, if it wasn't a trifecta, I wouldn't have gone there. Would have gone with somebody else. But
no, David Bowie's great.
I think the three of those of just listen. If you can be with the Muppets, I know they're not Muppets, but they are Muppets, but they are not Muppets. If you can he pulls the Michael Caine of treating them as real.
Sure.
You're
I'm so jealous I didn't pick that.
That's a great choice. For real.
Yeah, I know, especially Labyrinth. I can't believe I didn't even think about that.
Labyrinth is one of my favorite movies.
Yes, it's so good.
Well, I think if you just go with Labyrinth, it's just too easy because it is a lot of just Bowie being Bowie, even though he is committed.
That's fine. That works for me.
Oh man. Well, I guess anything that's on the horizon for anybody other than
Dragon Con.
Yes. Carly's going to Dragon Con, guys.
So who are the big names that are going to Dragon Con this year?
Oh God. I'm
terrible.
I've only looked at them. I've only looked at the guest list like once. So I actually don't go to see a bunch of the celebrities. I just go to hang out, and basically it's just a big Mardi Gras / Halloween costume party for nerds for like.
Are you cosplaying?
Yes, I am. As Ramona Flowers and Tank Girl.
Yes. Okay.
So, yeah.
I love it. Yeah, because this is something I actually like. Chris and I discussed going to Dragon Con this year because we're not all that far from Atlanta. We're like
not at all.
And then it's the same weekend as something called Jack's Westie Fest here in Jacksonville, Florida, which is a West Coast swing dance event that everyone around me, because I am now embroiled in this local community, is very excited about. I actually will be going and doing the beginner boot camp of this.
Aww.
So before you know it, guys, I don't know, you might be subjected to videos of me fucking dancing and shit. I don't know. Is anybody ready for that? I'm not sure if anyone actually is.
Totally ready.
But it could be fun, man. I'm excited about it.
It is funny. I pulled it up just the people to see, and the featured, and the first thing I kind of scrolled to is a joke of one of our best jokes. Bones Deschanel will be there.
Oh my God. That's funny.
Which Bones I don't know, Carly, if you could get a video of her introducing herself as Bones Deschanel, I think that'd be
amazing.
Do my best.
Vincent D'Onofrio. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I was surprised that he's going to be there. I was like, ooh, that's pretty cool.
It's kind of weird how they have the whole thing like, ooh, they're guests of honor. That's what I'm going for. Like, it's just kind of, he is the guest of honor.
Oh.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's kind of hard when you go through it because they just kind of have everybody.
It's all in alphabetical order. Yeah.
Okay. There's Elmo's voice, and Elmo will be there. Okay. John Boyega.
Oh, wow.
Fair enough.
Let's see here as I'm just reading for the podcast group.
I hope Tom Savini comes. I know he's not on the list yet, but he's been there before.
That'd be amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Well, awesome. I mean, report back and, hopefully you'll have some great things.
Yeah, I'm gonna
and
try
great
to like
stories.
send some videos and get them posted too. So we'll see.
Oh,
Yeah, we definitely want to do that.
One of my
Other
all-time
things
crushes, Katie Sackhoff, will be there.
Oh yeah, yep. She's usually there.
She's usually there. Deborah Ann Wolf. Okay, all right.
I like it. And a couple of other things I feel like I guess I should probably say before we get off of here tonight. For Chad and Carly's Creepy Corner, we have a vampire video coming, talking about some of our favorite vampire movies. And then also between now and October 31st, Carly and I are going to cover every single motherfucking Halloween movie that there is.
Yes.
In a separate video, ending or finally culminating, I should say, in a tier list, where we each do an individual ranking of the entirety of the series, and that includes Halloween 3 Season of the Witch, which is not a Michael Myers movie, and the very
hotly debated,
maligned but beloved, the very highly debated Rob Zombie Halloween movies. So those are going to be included as well. So yeah, we have a lot of work. I have a lot of work cut out for me between now and Halloween. So yeah, that's a lot of stuff coming up here. And like I said, next week it's going to be a sausage fest. It's me, Mr. Coach Dave, if you're nasty, and Brad from Canada, as Carly will be living her best life at Dragon Con. But then the following week, like I said, we're going to recast Boogie Nights, guys. So if you've made it this far in all of this, like, send us some of your favorite castings for Boogie Nights, because I would love to see it, because this is going to be hard, because again, this is one of my favorite movies of all time. But yeah, we'd love to see what you have to say about that. And then otherwise, I guess, right, good night, right? Like, anything else anybody else has to say tonight?
Nope.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next week, okay?
See
Good night.
Bye.
I'm trying to get peace signs.